Hey everybody, Scott in Kingston, Ontario, Zone 5B, November the 3rd. Today, about 4 o'clock, and I'm looking at the bananas. This is the first time I've had bananas in quite a number of years, surviving until November. We've only had a couple of very light frosts, and we haven't been below freezing yet, but tonight may be the first night. So I'm documenting this today, last day of possible bananas. Tomorrow's supposed to be cool. Sunday back up into the teens. So if we don't get frost tonight, the bananas will live on. So having a look over here at the palm garden. The palms actually have done really well through September, October. With the warm temperatures we had, they just continued to grow. You can see my Fatsia japonica here. And got an orange there, and there's the Arundinodonus grass. So part of my protection is coming out, and it's going to be different this year, and you'll be seeing that in a few weeks. And I'll be getting the frame set up. I'm going to be enclosing the entire bed together using metal framing and tarps, and it should be easier, I'm hoping, than individually wrapping them or building a larger palm shed hut. Over here I closed up my stock tank pool a few weeks back, and we had 100 millimeters of rain on Monday, Sunday into Monday, and when I closed the pool I drained it completely, and what ended up happening is all the water seeped in, and when I came home from work on Monday night, the pool was floating. So this whole area collapsed, caved in, all the rocks caved in underneath, so the foot that's underwater rose up with water, and I ended up pulling out the pool that night, draining it, putting the rocks back out, so dumping them onto the grass, then leveling it again, and then fixing it. And it took me about 4 or 5 hours to do one night with spotlights on, and I wanted to get it done before the winter. I didn't want that. I didn't want it waiting until the spring. So that's done. I filled it back up with water, leveled it, so now it should be fine. So back here things are starting to sort of go to sleep, I guess. Things are becoming inactive. So except for the Daphne endless summer, which truly is almost an endless summer for this plant. This is the third year I've had it, and it last year bloomed until the second week of December and started around the May 2-4 weekend, and same as this year around the May 2-4 weekend. And I've got another one over here that got some dieback from last winter, even though it wasn't a difficult winter. Bamboo's still looking the same. The other broadleaf evergreens are looking much the same. The leatherleaf viburnum will start losing some leaves soon. The Mahonia, leatherleaf Mahonia, is putting out its flower stalks, yet it's never actually completely flowered for me because of the climate here. I think they typically flower in the south in December, maybe November, December, so it may never actually do that here. Cactus garden, I've commented on this. This is a rostrata, small rostrata, and I'll put a bucket over it so that you can make it through. They don't mind our temperatures, they just don't like our moistness in the winter. Here's a laurel that will go through its first winter, unprotected, viburnum Davidii that will also go unprotected. American holly looking great this time of year, showing all its leaves. My big leaf magnolia now has no leaves. I actually would probably still have quite a few, but I clipped them off because I do this every year because I don't want them falling into the pond. They make a huge mess in there. So I clipped them right when they're about ready to fall off. And then, as you can see, I still have, my fig still has leaves. No figs this year. If we do get that freeze tonight, it will knock it back to the ground, and I'll cut it down and place a bucket over top. Euonymus tree, other euonymus, other broadleaf evergreens, the bamboos. This is the Burkewoodii viburnum that starts losing its leaves now and loses about 75% of them. Southern magnolia. If you've watched these videos before, you're familiar with the tour, familiar with the plants. So this is the time of the year where I really do appreciate this garden. Because of its evergreenness. So most gardens now would be sort of dead. Well, this one's still going, and it does look usually good until we get harsher temps into the winter. So that's what's happening here, and the next videos you'll probably see will be of the covering process starting in about 2 to 3 weeks.